Good evening, Lagos. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, wherever you may be listening to us from. Welcome to day 3 of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Student Debate Competition Season 6. I Beg to Differ is Nigeria's foremost radio debate competition for secondary school kids aged 13 to 16. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels.
And I am Yvonne, Okhaifo, Lagos. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, so do well to connect to the live streams. The debate tournament kicks off with the playoffs. This is day 3 of the playoffs. 32 contestants are going head to head. From there, the top 16 will advance to the round of 16 matches.
Absolutely. There will be 2 matches daily throughout the course of the tournament, and today will be no exception. So, Lagos, Nigeria, before you meet our contestants for today's debates, or like using football terms, matches, let's tell you about our judges. Our chief judge is Dr. Chike Mbadiche. He's the head of the Department of Communication, Media and Cultural Studies, Pan Atlantic University, Lagos, Nigeria. Chief Judge. Our 2 other judges are Barrister Ishoma Againe. She's the head of Legal and Administration for our group of companies housing the Cool FM, Wazobia FM, and of course Nigeria Info stations. Our 3rd judge is Mrs. Ama Ekove Bassi. She's the programs officer at Budget Nigeria. Our standing judge is Ufoma Egbamuno. He's the news manager for Nigeria Info alongside Cool FM and Wazobia FM.
And now that you've met our judges, Lagos, let's introduce our partners for the tournament. Obiwizi is giving the contestants over 1 million naira in prizes and is also responsible for the judges' honorarium. Obiwizi is Nigeria's pioneer e-commerce platform for pre-owned gadgets. They are Nigeria's home of gadgets with warranty, where you can purchase all your favorite gadgets and quality accessories, both brand new and pre-owned. Booker Hut is making sure that the contestants stay refreshed. Booker Hut is also offering outdoor catering services this festive season. In fact, Lagos, Nigeria, you're going to hear from our partners right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in a world gone digital, the very vehicles that serve the most important purposes in our lives right now are the phones in our hands, the laptops we have in our bags, and the desktops on our desks. Now, the people who bring these devices to us are God's gift to man, especially in the 21st century. And that is where Obiwizi comes in. See, when it comes to Nigeria, they are by far the best and the first, has to be said, our e-commerce platform for pre-owned gadgets. Yes, what that means is they are Nigeria's home of gadgets with warranties, where you can purchase all your favorite gadgets. I mean, all your favorite and quality accessories, both brand new and pre-owned. Very important. You can also trade in your older devices for newer models. Yes, in a simple and convenient way. It doesn't get easier than Obiwizi, trust me. Convenience is the very language of the company. Now, to crown it all, you can also decide to sell off your old device, cash it in to meet some obligation that you probably find pending in the very moment. Obiwizi is definitely there to facilitate that. They take it off your hands, give you that cash you need, and you'll be on your merry way. Yes. Now, with offline and pickup stores around Lagos, especially in Ikeja and Lekki, as well as Abuja and Benin, Obiwizi is definitely there to deliver nationwide. So what are you waiting for? If you have a pre-owned device, or you are looking to get yourself a new gadget or a pre-owned gadget for that matter, then find Obiwizi and get it done today. Today, not tomorrow, today, because the best deals you are looking for are on there. They're online. Go to the website and get it done.
And you just heard from one of our partners, Obiwizi. You are now going to hear from our other partner, Booker Hut.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is the festive season. And the one brand that is looking to help you celebrate in the most efficient and enjoyable way possible is Buka Hot. Yes, get ready for an unforgettable celebration this festive season because Buka Hot is firing up the excitement with the sizzling outdoor catering services it has on offer this season. Buka Hot brings you a buffet extravaganza, an outdoor bar serving up refreshing vibes, as in drinks, ladies and gentlemen, a suya and grill stand firing up all the flavors, and a mala spot for that authentic Niger experience. Emergency bookings for those who have spontaneous moments where they need food for bulk orders for your hungry squad, and so on and so forth. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Buka Hot is not just catering. They are creating moments that will last. Yes, for you and for everyone that you love. And the best part about it is that it is all at your fingertips. Simply pick up your phone and dial 0700 055 0055 or slide into Buka Hot's WhatsApp with the number 0812 882 6279. Let Buka Hot make your celebration an unforgettable experience. Thank me when you find out it is for real.
And to be sure, let me be the first to inform you that I Beg to Differ is still open to sponsorship. Interested sponsors can contact us any of our social media handles and other means that we would share with you on this program. You can reach out to our commercial office or to our front desk. All right, time to give you some more info before we go into the debate for today. The winner of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Student Debate Competition Season 6 will walk away with 1 million naira, an HP laptop, a Green Lion folding laptop stand, and a Green Lion 3-in-1 set. The first runner-up gets 500,000 naira, a GP Pro Gaming console, a GL G10 Ultra tablet, a Green Lion 3-in-1 set, and a JBL Clip 4. The second runner-up will go home with 250,000 naira in cash, a GL G10 Ultra tablet, a Green Lion AirBods Pro 2, and a Green Lion Smartwatch SE. The gadgets are all courtesy of Obi-Weezy.
Right, our contestants today are Jonas, Faustina, and Onyema David for the 4 p.m. hour, and they will debate the topic: uniforms should be abolished in schools. At 5 p.m., Oganemega Magrimo and Okoye Christabel will debate the topic: Nigerian lawmakers deserve bulletproof cars. The contestants know the rules, but here they are again. You are not allowed to use previously prepared notes as is contained in your emails, but you can jot down the points you want to make here in the studio on the notepads that have been made available for you to use. Okay, you also get 3 rounds of debate. You get the presentation, the rebuttal, and the closing. Now, each round of debate carries 3 minutes. You will have 3 minutes to present your argument.
Remember, students, pay rapt attention during the presentation rounds. For points made by your opponent, jot down the points you want to rebut. Perhaps jot some notes regarding what your rebuttal will be so that it helps you in the rebuttal rounds. Is that clear? If that is clear, let me just add that judges will award points based on the number, quality, and originality of every unique point you make. The judges will also judge your style based on the clarity of thought and eloquence of presentation. Now, if you are both tied after the 3 rounds, you will engage in a tiebreaker round. Now, for that tiebreaker round, you will switch sides. That is, whatever topic you've been debating will go to your opponent while you take your opponent's topic. You will have 5 minutes to argue the position previously argued by your opponent. Again, you will be scored for all original points made, which were missed by your opponent, in their presentation and rebuttal rounds. Now, the winning debater will qualify for the round of 16. And just before Yvonne comes in, this is the point, I believe, where we introduce the contestants. So let's meet contestant 1 for the first debate of the night. She is 14-year-old Faustina Onyema Jonas. She's an SS2 student of Copeland School in Ikorodu. Faustina, welcome to the debate. Could you please move closer to your microphone so we can hear you better?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. How would you like to be addressed? As Faustina or Onyema?
Onyema.
Onyema. So that would be Onyema Faustina Jonas.
Yes, sir.
Jonas being the surname. Welcome once again. Are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Her opponent, Onyema David Chibueze. He is 13 years old. He's an SS2 student of the Vessel School, the Vessel School, Ijododo in Lagos. Ijedodo. You've got to pardon me if I've massacred the name of your school. First, welcome, David. I think, is that the name you like to go by?
Yes, sir.
Your surname is
Onyema.
Onyema. So, let me see. What does mommy call you? Chibeze. Chibeze, yeah? Is that what daddy calls you too?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
At my school, they call me David.
Everybody calls you David. So, Nelma will go for the name mommy calls her. I think mommy calls you Nelma.
Yes.
What do they call you in school?
They call me Onyema.
Nelma. Everybody calls you Nelma.
Yes.
Okay, so I will stick to David and Nelma. So help me God. What is the name of your school?
The Vessels College
Yes. Where?
in Ijadodo.
It's Ijedodo.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I will murder somebody who added an extra O. So it's Ijedodo. I need to know more places in this my Lagos. Where is Ijedodo?
It's in Alimosho local government.
Lagos, please pardon my ignorance. Yvonne?
Yes, Lagos, now that you've met the contestants for this round, we will go straight into the debate this evening. I've got 2 pieces of paper, folded pieces of paper in my palm. I will shake and you will each pick simultaneously, okay? What side you pick determines whether you will debate in favor or against the motion. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic.
It is, well, what do you call it now? It's a ritual that we perform. It's being performed now. It's been done by Yvonne and the 2 contestants. Now, for the first time, know whether they will be arguing for or against. So
Norma, what do you have?
I'll be arguing against
Were you hoping to argue against or for?
anyone.
I like
Okay,
that.
that's a lady that prepared.
Yes.
What about you?
I'm
David.
arguing for. I'm supporting the motion.
You are supporting the motion.
So
Fantastic.
what would you have preferred? Were you hoping to argue for or against?
I prepare for both sides, so anyone.
Anyone, you're
Well,
good.
Lagos, you've heard them.
Fantastic.
We will now go into the debate. Both contestants are debating the topic: uniforms should be abolished in schools. The motion supporter, Onyema David Chibueze, will go first.
And just before we go, remember, we are streaming live on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, and the conversation is being carried on X, formerly Twitter. Special regards to our production team, everybody, hands on deck. Ken on production duties, Sheriff in the studio with us, making sure everything goes to plan, and to the other guys, Tunde in our live streaming room, and of course the news team led by Ufoma Egbamino, who is also on standby judging duties today.
Fantastic. Lagos, let's debate. Chibueze, your 3 minutes start now.
Thank you. In a school of endless fashion choices, are school uniforms the life-saving anchor of our education system needs? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, prestigious panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, wonderful sponsors, ever attentive listeners, and my co-debater. The topic at hand demands our attention and action. School uniform should be abolished in schools. I am David Onyema from the Versus College, Ijeododo, and I'm here to affirm the motion that states school uniform should be abolished in schools. In the following points of mine. Firstly, school uniforms limit student freedom of expression. Students should have the ability to express their individuality through the clothes they wear. According to a study conducted by the National Association of Secondary School Principals, they found that 61% of students feel that school uniforms inhibit their self-expression. Therefore, by abolishing these clothes, we can create a more inclusive society that respects and accepts individuality. Another great point is that school uniforms places a huge financial burden on low-income families who struggle to afford multiple sets of uniforms. According to a study conducted by the United States Department of Education, found that families spend approximately $249 per child annually on school uniforms. What to those families that have multiple children and have to afford multiple sets of uniforms? Is it that a huge financial cost? Therefore, this clothes should be abolished in order to reduce the financial strain put on families. Another great point to note is that there are religions that have very strict dress codes. This includes having to wear certain colors of hair, certain hair coverings, and even ceremonial knives. In Nigeria, as a secular country, the Muslims have a strict dress code, which is wearing of hijab by females, and school uniforms deprive them of expressing their religious liberty. Even if they provide a solution to it, like Lagos State government approved the wearing of hijab in schools, you come to the class and see some people are wearing hijab and some people are not. The solution work, but are they uniformed? No. Another great point to note is that school uniforms can be uncomfortable for some students. Some students need to be given the chance to choose the cloth of their choice. Like some people doesn't like thick jackets or ties or long sleeve, and it can make them feel choked inside these clothes, and it can lead to bad posture and some defects. Therefore, this clothes should be abolished in order to make students free to create their own clothes choices. Another great point to note is that there are some students that doesn't know how to dress well. Some students can, in the sense that some students don't know how to dress well, but abolishing school uniforms, they can come to school with their house clothes and then learn from their peers or their classmates who knows how to dress, and they can learn how to dress better than them. Therefore, improve the dress code of students. In conclusion, let us remember that abolishing school uniform promotes individuality, reduce financial cost on families, enables the expression of religion, and teach students how to dress better, and also make students be able to choose their clothing choices. It is high time we break free from the construct of school uniforms and create a more inclusive society that respects and accepts individuality. I hope at this point of mine I'll be able to convince you that school uniforms should be abolished.
Well, the applause came a little early, and understandably so. Why not?
Oh my gosh, Lagos.
Just a reminder, he's only 13.
Only 13. And if you're wondering who you're listening to, his name is Onyema David Chibueze. He is an SS2 student, 13 years old, by the way, an SS2 student of D Vessels School, Ijeododo, here in Lagos. You will now hear Norma Faustina Jonas debate in opposition to the topic. Norma, your 3 minutes start now.
One of America's greatest leaders, Bill Clinton, once said, "People will learn to evaluate themselves by what they are wearing, by what they are on the inside, instead of what they are wearing outside." Good day, my honorable host, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debater, and my listening audience. I'm Jonas from Copeland College, Ikorodu, and I'll be arguing against the proposition which says that school uniforms should be abolished in schools. But first, what's a uniform? According to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, a uniform is a special set of clothes worn by all members of an organization or by children at school. Now, here are my points why I think that school uniforms should not be abolished in schools. First, to start with, school uniforms are important to students owing to many reasons. One important thing is that it abides students by the rules and regulations. Wearing uniforms can prevent students from wearing provocative dresses which may be considered offensive in the school. Another good point is that school uniforms help students to feel equal in many ways. It creates a level playing ground. Wearing school uniforms helps to make social status become less of an issue because everybody is dressing the same. It helps to overcome inferiority or superiority, and it maintains decorum in an institution. Also, school uniforms promote confidence and self-esteem because the students won't feel so self-aware about the way they are dressed. Moreover, School uniforms help to save time in the morning, and it reduces stress associated with clothing choices. It simply easier for you to get up in the morning knowing exactly what to wear. There's no back and forth choosing and changing clothes, and there is no argument between parents and children on what is acceptable to wear. Furthermore, school uniforms promote security and maintains discipline. It is easier for the school authorities to be able to identify students belonging to their school and those who do not belong there. School uniforms also help to reduce prejudice by students and the teachers, because when, for instance, if a child wears a particular religious dress that a teacher dislikes, the teacher would treat the child differently. But if everyone is wearing the same clothes, the teacher is less likely to be prejudiced towards that child. In addition, school uniforms also help to identify truancy, and this can lead to improved attendance, because the whole community can help to check if the whereabouts of a child, and if a child is outside when the child is meant to be in school, the community can help to inform the child. Thank you.
Oh,
What are you waiting for? Well, it looks like Onyema saved us a clear 30 seconds. That's why people were waiting even after that.
all right.
It's a bit of a miracle that both of them are in their school uniforms.
You know. Oh, Lagos, what a show, what a debate. But we have to take a very short break.
Before that, let me be the first to register that I feel sorry for the judges already. It is going to be tough.
Truly tough.
Yes. Both of them have taken notes of each other's points. And when we come back from this short break, they will be looking to rebut each other's points. So to the rebuttal rounds, we go right after this.
Hey there, folks! The holiday season is here, and you know what that means.
It's time to treat yourself with Xiaomi's incredible end-year promotion.
Get ready for a shopping extravaganza from the 30th of October to the 31st of December 2023.
We've got amazing discounts on your incredible Redmi Note 12 series, Redmi 12C, Redmi 12, and the latest Xiaomi 13T.
But that's not all. When you shop with Xiaomi's
Win 6 million naira in cash.
But wait, there is more.
What's more?
You get 20% discount off all Xiaomi products, plus exciting prizes like Xiaomi TV, Xiaomi luggage, and more instant gifts during the special promotion. It's a deal you don't want to miss.
With the Ember season coming, now is the perfect time to treat yourself.
So, make your wish list. Head over to your nearest Xiaomi authorized store or visit Xiaomi on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter now. Xiaomi, making every season merry and bright.
Xiaomi.
Welcome, Daddy. What would you like to have?
Give me the correct swallow.
How about you, Auntie? Egusi and the better swallow. You call my sister. Then better and the correct swallow, right?
You know what's up. Golden Penny Semovita. That's right. Golden Penny Semovita is my soup's first choice. Made with premium wheat and enriched with vitamins. It's the right combo for Nigerian soups. Golden Penny Semovita, my soup's first choice.
Corners, your eyes are always sharp and clear despite your prolonged stay on the computer. What's your secret?
My guy, it is Visual Gain, my nutritional eye support. Visual Gain, an eye antioxidant effective in the management and prevention of glaucoma and cataract. A balanced formula for healthy eyes and good vision. A perfect blend of lutein, bilberry fruit extract, zeaxanthin, vitamin A, and zinc. It protects the eyes from harmful UV rays. It prevents and treats dry, red, and irritable eyes. It also maintains image clarity, visual acuity, and reduces eye fatigue. Marketed and distributed by Almond Ethicals Limited, a registered trademark of Gain World. Available in pharmacies near you.
Use Visual Gain today to maintain a healthy eye.
It's subsidy season. Win fuel vouchers, shopping vouchers, and airtime in the Hair Subsidy Pro, brought to you by Hares Insurance Group. When you renew or buy any motor insurance plan from Hares Insurance Group, you get an instant gift and qualify to win one of 25 fuel vouchers worth 100,000 naira each. Yes, that's right, a 100,000 naira fuel voucher. The Hair Subsidy promo is open from now until December 31st, 2023. To renew or buy a motor insurance plan, chat with Prince on WhatsApp number 09 11 400 9420 or call 0700 434 7746. Terms and conditions apply. Approved by the FCCPC and NLRC.
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? when it is cooked with no seasoning cubes for that sumptuous taste. Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans. It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of Knorr cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So, go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
So I'll buy a new microwave, washing machine, blender, gas cooker.
All of that in this choking economy.
Calm down. It's Jumia Black Friday now. That's right. Jumia Black Friday is here again from November 3rd to 30th. You can get groceries, smartphones, electronics, fashion items at affordable prices. And if you have to return an item, you can easily initiate a return on the app and get refunded. This Jumia Black Friday, let your pocket breathe.
My son has a football match at school today, but looks tired already, wearing his boots slowly, like someone turned down our playback speed. But with Golden Penny Choco, he eventually comes alive. Now Junior is back on his feet to take on his day, 'cause I make breakfast time Choco time.
Golden Penny Choco for everyday energy.
Welcome back, Lagos. This is the 6th edition of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Student Debate Tournament. Before we went on the break, you heard Jonas, Onyema, Faustina, and Onyema David Chibueze go head-to-head on the topic, uniforms should be abolished in schools. You just heard the presentation rounds. You will now hear the rebuttal rounds. And before we do that, Lagos, know that you can call 34984352 if you're interested in sponsoring this debate. 070-3498-4352. Call Idris on that number. Or you can send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. info@nigeriainfo.fm. Remember, we are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Do well to tune into the live streams to follow the debate.
And drop your comments. We'll be looking out for them and reading as many of them as possible also via our WhatsApp number
080-959-75805 Lagos. It is now time for the rebuttal rounds. The motion opposer will go first. Noma, your 3 minutes start now.
All protocols duly observed. I'm still Jonas Noma, and I'm here to counter the points made by my opponent during his presentation. Okay, my opponent mentioned that school uniforms cut down a student's individuality, but I would like to say that wearing uniforms promotes school spirit, which involves pride and sense of belonging. We are sent to school so that we can be able to break down barriers of cultural and ethical backgrounds. We are sent to school so I'll be able to connect with people and blend in, so I can be one. When everyone is in the same clothing, it creates a sense of uniformity and sense of belonging. It makes the student feel like they are a team and working together rather than being individualistic. Also, my opponent said that school uniforms are expensive, but I would like to point out that casual clothes are more expensive than uniforms. For example, if I can afford a casual clothes of 20,000 naira, why can't I afford a uniform? Calculating all the casual clothes you will wear through the week, through the month, and the uniform you are expected to wear to school, you will see that the amount of money used to buy these casual clothes are much more higher than the money you could use to buy your uniforms. Also, my opponent said that school uniforms deprive the religious standards of different people. Okay, I would like to say that now, in this present time, there are many schools that use school uniforms to standardize their dress codes. Many private schools or those that are religious will use school uniforms to create a sense of order and discipline among their students. So now in this modern society, there are schools where they consider this factor. Moreover, my opponent also said that school uniforms can be uncomfortable. But do you know that a child who has been trained from a young age to dress on his own will find it difficult to wear a different clothing in corporate places, like doing his place of work, we find it difficult to dress appropriately there. Instead, we will feel like he's being deprived of his rights, that he's meant to dress on his own. He will feel he isn't given the opportunity to dress the way. Like, also, my opponent said that uniforms cut down the freedom of expression of the students. But judging the students of today, if we give them this freedom, they can misuse it and dress anyhow. Girls will wear rubbish to school. You will see them putting on short skirts, crop tops, and all these other clothes that are considered provocative or offensive. Rape can be caused by this. Because if there are male teachers in the school that can't control themselves, you can see them that you can find them hanging around the girls. In conclusion, my opponent said that school uniforms help the students to dress. Banning school uniforms will allow the students to dress better.
Time is up. Well done, Noma.
You'll get an opportunity to probably build on that in your closing remarks.
That's right. Chibueze, your 3 minutes. Start now.
I'm back. I still remain David Onyema, and I would like to address some of my opponent points. My opponent said that school uniforms can save time. Students should learn, but I would like to say that students should learn how to prepare the previous day. They can prepare yesterday for tomorrow instead of waking in the morning and be giving stress. If they prepare yesterday, they should learn how to be responsible. My opponent also said that school uniforms reduce truancy. Well, I like to say that truancy can still continue if there's school uniform. Some students can carry clothes in their bag, and then when they are about to go to school, they could stay somewhere and change into that clothes. Then you won't recognize that as a student. So truancy still continues. My opponent also said that school uniforms promote equality. Well, there's no concrete evidence that supporting that claim, because there are many schools nowadays that doesn't have equality. Many schools that are fighting and no unity between schools. Opponent also said that school uniform promotes confidence. Well, I like to say that it is better. A person's confidence will be more improved if he's wearing the cloth of his choice, because some uniforms, they will not like how the uniform is and they'll feel down. Like there are many and they'll feel down, but if they wear their own clothes, like I said earlier, it promotes individuality. They can make them to easily express themselves. My opponent also said that school uniforms reduces prejudice. Well, prejudice, I disagree with you with that, because so nowadays the world is trendy and everybody would like to wear trendy clothes, not clothes based on their religion. So I don't see any reason how teachers will identify who is or who is not in his cultural background. My opponent also said that school uniform promotes security. That promotes security can make it easier for teachers to identify intruders. Well, some intruders who are really serious to commit crime in the school will go and produce their own uniforms and come and do whatever they want to do. So abolishing school uniforms, abolishing school uniforms, let us not reduce freedom of expression by abolishing school uniforms. My opponent also said that school uniforms school uniform reduce provocative dressing by students. Well, students have a sense of reason. They have parents, they have school. The school can implement a law which is no provocative dressing allowed in school, and it will happen because there's no school that will create a rule and it will not be practiced by the students. In conclusion, I'd like to say that let us not infringe children of their right of expressing their individuality. Students who have the right to express their individuality can promote their creativity and their sense of reasoning if they choose the clothes of their choices.
Interesting, impressive, and of course, well, there's still much more to come. For the benefit of these students and students who may be listening at home, on occasion, we will take the liberty of correcting words mispronounced. We may not correct every single grammatical error. It's a part of your learning, and we are not looking for errors. But sometimes when words, we would note certain words and help you pronounce them. It's an education. For example, I'll just take one for now. The word is prejudice and not prejudice. Okay? Is that useful? Prejudice. Beautiful. Having done this round, Yvonne, it's
Yes.
time for us to move on.
Yeah, we have to take a very short break, Lagos. This has been quite a riveting episode, but we will take a very short break now. Stay here, Lagos.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in a world gone digital, the very vehicles that serve the most important purposes in our lives right now are the phones in our hands, the laptops we have in our bags, and the desktops on our desks. Now, the people who bring these devices to us are God's gift to man, especially in the 21st century. And that is where Obi comes in. See, when it comes to Nigeria, they are by far the best. The first, has to be said, our e-commerce platform for pre-owned gadgets. Yes, what that means is they are Nigeria's home of gadgets with warranties where you can purchase all your favorite gadgets. I mean, all your favorite and quality accessories, both brand new and pre-owned. Very important. You can also trade in your older devices for newer models. Yes, in a simple and convenient way. It doesn't get easier than Obiwizi, trust me. Convenience is the very language of the company. Now, to crown it all, you can also decide to sell off your old device, cash it in to meet some obligation that you probably find pending in the very moment. Obiwizi is definitely there to facilitate that. They take it off your hands, give you that cash you need, and you'll be on your merry way. Yes. Now, with offline and pickup stores around Lagos, especially in Ikeja and Lekki, as well as Abuja and Benin, Obiwizi is definitely there to deliver nationwide. So what are you waiting for? If you have a pre-owned device or you are looking to get yourself a new gadget or a pre-owned gadget for that matter, then find Obiwizi and get it done today. Today, not tomorrow, today, because the best deals you are looking for are on there. They're online. Go to the website and get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is the festive season. And the one brand that is looking to help you celebrate in the most efficient and enjoyable way possible is Buka Hot. Yes, get ready for an unforgettable celebration this festive season because Buka Hot is firing up the excitement with the sizzling outdoor catering services it has on offer this season. Buka Hot brings you a buffet extravaganza, an outdoor bar serving up refreshing vibes, as in drinks, ladies and gentlemen, a suya and grill stand firing up all the flavors, and a mala spot for that authentic Naija experience. Emergency bookings for those who have spontaneous moments where they need food for bulk orders for your hungry squad, and so on and so forth. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Buka Hot is not just catering. They are creating moments that will last. Yes, for you and for everyone that you love. And the best part about it is that it is all at your fingertips. Simply pick up your phone and dial 0700 055 0055 or slide into Buka Hot's WhatsApp with the number 0812 882-6279. Let Buka Hot make your celebration an unforgettable experience. Thank me when you find out it is for real.
Welcome back. This is I Beg to Differ Students Debate Competition Season 6.
That's right, Lagos. You've just heard the presentation and rebuttal rounds of these two feisty contenders today. Jonas Faustina from Copeland School, Ikorodu, and Onyema David Chibueze from The Vessel School, Ijedodo, debate the topic, uniforms should be abolished in school. You will now hear the closing rounds, and we will begin with the motion supporter. Chibueze.
Just before you go, Nama, David, remember, this has been a tight debate.
Truly.
And I want you to make it as tight for the judges as possible in the final, in your closing remarks. So everything hinges around this. Be confident, take your time, enjoy yourself, drive this home.
All right. 3 minutes. Chibueze, your time starts now.
For my closing statement, I would like to say that a very great point to note is that school uniforms give teachers extra stress. in this due to inappropriate dressing, in the sense that some students will be in their class with their clothes untucking, or their jackets not worn, or their tie not being knotted, and it will make teachers going around the classes policing students, and it's giving them punishments, cautioning them, it's giving them extra stress. Therefore, let it just be abolished so teachers will relax and know that no student is violating the school rule because they don't have school uniform, and can also make them, it also enables them to express themselves. Also, school uniforms can make students more creative. It fosters creativity between students. If they are wearing their own clothes and the one that rhymes, they'll know the way they can arrange the clothes, and it can promote their problem solving skills, innovation, and entrepreneurial skills. Also, there is no concrete evidence that linking school uniforms to improve academic performance. There is no evidence, because school uniforms are supposed to be meant for improvement of academic performance, but there's no evidence that say because they just wear the school uniform, it's not adding anything to their grades, and is limiting them to express themselves. So why not you just abolish it? Let them just express themselves, since it's adding nothing to their performance. Also, some people say that school uniforms reduce bullying. Well, I would like to disagree with that, because school uniforms do not reduce the rate of bullying in schools. Because there's an evidence that proves this. Everybody know about Sylvester Romoni that was killed as a result of bullying in Dowen schools, and the school has uniform, but bullying that made them to kill him. So there's no evidence, there's no way that school uniform can improve bullying. In conclusion, let us remember that abolishing school uniforms can create a more inclusive environment where students are free to make their choices and think better. Thank you.
Well done. Well done, Onyema David Chibueze, Lagos. You've just heard the closing round from Onyema David Chibueze. You will now hear Norma Faustina Jonas. Your 3 minutes start now.
Our protocols duly observed. This is my concluding round, and I would like to add some points to what I've said earlier. Okay, now, during the rebuttal round, my opponent said that if school uniforms were to be banned, that the schools can make a law on how the children should dress. But if the school makes a law, are the children still free to express themselves? It's still like you are still forcing the children to dress in a particular way because you are making a law. They still have to abide by that law. Okay, also, if school uniforms were such a bad thing, why are we still wearing it? Like my opponents are wearing the same uniforms to this debate. If uniforms were considered to be such a bad thing, why are we still wearing the uniforms here? Okay, now, school uniforms help teachers in easy recording of students. For example, during inter-house sports, you can see that the students are differentiated by the color of their sports uniforms. Also, during football matches or during wedding, you can see that the brides, the Ashovi girls, you can see them wearing a particular color or style of dresses. During the football matches, a particular team wears a different a type of uniform, which helps them to differentiate from another team. Okay, if uniforms were to be banned, you'll be imposing financial pressure on parents. Okay, let's consider parents that belong to the low class. Parents that find it difficult to even provide food for their children on a daily basis. Now you want to ban uniforms. Ban uniforms, especially girls of these days, they always want to wear the trendy clothes, trendy shoes, and the latest hairstyles. You are making these parents to undergo a financial burden. You are adding to their already increased expenses. And what if a parent can't be able to satisfy the wants of the child? The child can feel like nobody wants him, nobody wants to listen to him. It can lead to depression in classes. Okay, I would like to say again that school uniforms are the identity of a student, and it encourages students to be proud of a school. For example, if a child is lost on his way to school, and around that community where he's lost, the people know the school, they know the school by the uniform. Those people can help that child to find his way back to his school. Uniforms, whenever you find yourself, somebody can easily identify you by your uniform. Thank you.
And so it ends.
It is now up to the judges to decide the winner of the match for this hour, Lagos. You've heard Jonas Faustina, 14 years old, in SS2 from Copeland School in Ikorodu. And also Onyema David Chibweze, 13 years old, SS2 from D Vessel School, Ijedodo, Lagos.
Whatever the outcome of the judging by the judges between Onyema and David, it will be sad to bid farewell to one of these two children.
I agree.
Today. Both of them have shown enough quality to want to hear from them again. It will not be an easy task to say bye-bye. It is just that it's a competition and it's a contest and it's a knockout round. This is the very first time that I Beg to Differ debate has featured 32 students in the finals itself, which means there is a whole lot still to come. 2 weeks of introduction to contestant after contestant. That said, while we await the judge's response, it will be nice to hear from you if you followed this debate thus far.
Truly, Lagos. You can call us on 0700 993 993 993. You can also call on 01465 7190 or leave us your messages on WhatsApp 080 959 75805. This message says, "Good evening, Nigeria Info. Day 3 is fire for fire. The debate is getting more interesting. The two debaters are bombs. They are really good. I pity the judges. Thank you, Nigeria Info, for this initiative, giving me another reason to stay alive." Mike from Ekpe with that message. We're happy that you enjoy this. Hello.
Fuel supplies has a...
Hello. Oh, sorry about that. Call us back if you can.
Yeah, good afternoon, Yvonne.
Rapuchiku, welcome.
Yeah, my regards to everyone in the studio. This is great. This is fantastic. Amazing.
Oh, thank you very much, Rapuchiku. We lost that. So yeah. Hello. Oh, what is that awful sound? Sorry about that. Call us back if you can. Hello? Okay.
Let me just say, that it's come to our notice that there's some technical challenges. So when you come in, pack it quickly. There's some technical challenges that affect the conversation a few seconds into the conversation. So we keep it short, sweet, simple.
Right. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
This is Wisdom on the line.
Welcome, Wisdom.
Wonderful job you guys are doing. I love this children. They are wonderful. Seriously. It made me hold my pen and paper trying to jot things down. Becoming the judges on my own. Really love them. They are doing wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Hello? Oh, sorry about that. Let's see if we can take one message from WhatsApp and go to see how our judges are doing. This one says, "These contestants are brilliant." We agree with you. Nice debate for both of them. These children are amazing. I can't wait to see. This one says, "My name is Tobias from Alagbole, Ogun State." Okay. Let me see. Norma gives us more energy. Norma, give us more energy. You are making a good point, but you need to say it with more confidence and energy. I believe she gave as much energy as anyone else, as her opponent as well. You know, they both brought the energy and the fire. Femi, I see the judges sending in their results.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, to begin to collate, and then we'll come back to you at home to hear where your thoughts are in this conversation. So, here we go. At this point, we switch to our mood music. So, do we have all the judges in?
I believe we do.
Just beautiful. Beautiful. Let me start with the decision of Judge Ishoma. Judge Ishoma picked about 5 points that stood out, each of which she gave the maximum points of 3 for a total of 15 points for presentation for the first speaker, David. 15 points. For David's rebuttal round, George Shoma scored you 11 marks. For the closing remarks, a total of 10 marks for David. For style, George Shoma scored David 10 marks for a total of 46 marks for David Chibeze Onyema. Yvonne, you want to go to the next judge?
I was hoping you just...
Just around.
Okay, still on Judge Isioma Againe. She gave Faustina.
Yeah. Pardon me.
That's right.
Roma, it's my bit. I thought I had done my job. So, 46 marks for David. Nama, you made 4 outstanding points that the judge recorded, for which she gave a total of 11 points for your presentation. For your rebuttal arguments, there were 5 points that stood out, and you earned you maximum points of 3 for each of them, for a total of 15 rebuttal points. For your closing arguments, 4 major arguments stood out, earning you 12 marks. For style, George Shoma scored Onyema 10 marks for a total of 48 marks.
Dr. Chike Ngbeadichie,
our chief judge,
gave David 13 marks for presentation. For rebuttal, 9.5. For closing, 7.5. For style, 6. With a total of 36. For Norma, Dr. Ngbeadichie gave her 14.5 for presentation. For rebuttal, 10. For closing, 9.5. And for style, 6. With a total of 40.
2 judges down. Our third and final judge would also check what our standing judge just would reference that. So we go to Judge Ama. This is for Onyema Jonas. For presentation, Judge Ama scored you 22 points. For your rebuttal rounds, a total of 10.5 marks. For your closing remarks, 15 marks. And for style, 8 points. For a total of 55.5. For David, presentation points, 18 marks. Rebuttal round, 15 marks. Closing round, 9 marks. And for style, 8. For a total of 50.
And our standing judge, Ufoma Egbamuno, gave David 14.5 for presentation, Norma 21 for presentation. For rebuttals, Judge Ufoma gave David 19 and Norma 13.5. For closing, Judge Ufoma gave David 8 and Norma 13.5. And for style, Judge Ufoma gave both debaters 8 for style, with a total of 49 for David and 56 for Norma. Femi, it looks like we have a clear winner.
The winner for this round of 32 debate is Onyema, Faustina, Jonas.
With a total of 143.5 to 132 for David. Congratulations, Onyema. You've made it to the round of 16.
Would like to ask that our friends in our traffic department, Femi and Co., please reload just before we take this break. Before we do take that break, David, you have every reason to be proud and nothing to be ashamed of.
Truly.
You brought the fire, you brought the passion, you brought the dedication, and you marshaled your points. I expected it to be difficult. It was difficult. Yes, in the end, it may seem like the verdict is unanimous because Onyema edged it on each of the scorecards. But it was close in every case.
And out of 200, over 200 participants, I don't know why I call them participants, over 200 candidates who sent in their entries, David, you came top 32. You received our invite to come here because we heard you and we loved you. And we are proud of you. So thank you for coming.
All right, Lagos, Nigeria. We will take a break. When we come back, we will go straight into the second debate of the day.
Did you know that for you to survive the high rate of inflation in the economy, you need multiple streams of income?
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3